take another 3-minute break, and then we'll come back with your starting lineups to tonight's start of the Section 5A Championship game here on Power 106.3 and 1350 KDIO. Good job by the Hillcrest Academy Band as they played our national anthem. And Cal, I guess we can't go out without saying, talking a little bit about Henning and CA and the good showing they put in the tournament here.
This game features the visiting Ortonville Trojans against the Hillcrest Academy. Beginning with Ortonville.
Well, let's give you the starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, for the Hillcrest Academy Comets, starting at a guard will be number 5, Donovan Rognes, a 6-foot senior. You'll be hearing his name a lot tonight. At another guard spot will be number 21, John Christensen, a 6-foot senior. At a forward will be, actually at another guard spot, basically a 3-guard set for the Comets, will be number 23, Luke Hansen, a 6-foot junior guard. Starting up front at a forward spot will be number 41, Nick Hansen, a 6'4 junior. And at the other post position will be number 15, Brent Rognes, a 6'3 senior. It's Donovan Rognes, John Christensen, Luke Hansen, Nick Hansen, and Brent Rognes, the starting 5 for Hillcrest. They are coached by Greg Preston, assisted by Dan Brew, Charles Brew, and Doug Bartell. Now for the Ortonville Trojans, starting at a guard will be number 13, Nathan Thompson, Nate, a 5'10 junior. The other guard will be number 55, Andy Ross, a 5'11 senior. The forwards will be number 21, Jordan Bachter, a 6'1 senior. The other forward spot will be number 41, Pete Ross, a 6-foot junior. And the big guy in the middle will be number 43, Skip Letchard, Skip, a 6'3 senior. Nate Thompson, Andy Ross, Skip Letchard, Pete Ross, and Jordy Bachter, the starting 5 for the Trojans. They are coached by Kyle Kirkeby in his second season as head basketball coach at Ortonville, assisted by Tim Geese and David Miller. Well, Cal, we were talking on the way up. We got about halfway between Ortonville and Alexandria. You looked at me and you said, you told me that I'm ready for this game. The Trojans will start out. They'll go right to left in front of us. They'll be in the white uniforms tonight. They will be the visiting team. Hillcrest will be wearing their typical red uniforms with the white numerals. They will be the home team going left to right in front of us tonight. Both teams out on the court right now. Skip Letchard set to jump center here against number 41, Nick Hansen, a name you're going to be hearing a lot tonight. Referee asks them if they're ready. We're ready to go. Here's the jump. And the tip is controlled by the Comets. They put it in the hands of Hansen. Hansen back out to Rognes, top of the key. They'll whip that ball around big time. Christensen to Hansen. They go low to Nick Hansen. Banks it up and in. Bachter right side now for the Trojans. Back out to Nate Thompson. Nate stops, gets it to Letchard. Letchard looks to drive on Hansen. And Skip took a stutter step. They're going to get the traveling call. Turnover back to Hillcrest. Christensen back now over to Nick Hansen to Donovan Rognes. Now Rognes gets it back over to Christensen. Down in the corner, it's Hansen. They go low to Nick Hansen. Hansen double team, still gets the shot up, doesn't get it to go. It's tipped around and Nate Thompson comes down for it for the Trojans. They'll put it over in the hands of Andy Ross. They set it up. Bachter right side. They're looking at the post play now with Pete Ross down low. Back out to the Andy Ross. Bachter top of the key. Back over to Andy Ross right side. Back to Nate Thompson. Just underway here in Alexandria. Pete Ross has it. Looks to drive. Has it knocked out of his hands. It'll stay Ortonville basketball. Nate Thompson will inbound it. Nate now gets it into Andy Ross. Andy back out to Skip Letchard. Skip will give it to Bachter, and Jordan will set things up. Rognes guarding him. That'll be a good matchup to watch tonight. Jordan tried to drive and dish it off to Letchud, went off the knee of Hansen out of bounds. It'll be Ortonville basketball. 6:49 to play first quarter. Hillcrest leads it 2-0. Just underway. Andy Ross now for the Trojans. Man-to-man defense by these Comets. Andy gets it now to Letchud. Letchud to Pete Ross. Boy, Pete was open, didn't take the shot. Back to Andy Ross. He's open for three. No good. Rebound, Nick Hansen. He pushes it up to Luke Hansen. They get it over to Christensen, left side. He looks low. They get it into Hansen, up and in. Now they go down in the left corner to Pete Ross. Pete back out to Andy. Andy swings it to Vodka. They go low to Pete. Pete muscles his way, gets the shot up, doesn't go, but he's fouled. And I believe. Yeah, he is the body there.
Now will start the Hillcrest number 41, Nick Hansen, his first team foul. Pete Ross shoots two.
Nick Hansen picks up the foul, his first. Pete's free throw is good. Pete struggled a little bit last night at the free throw line, and I seen him out there shooting free throws earlier, so he knew what he had to do. Hits the first one. Second shot also on the way. Nails them both. It's Hillcrest 4, Ortonville 2 with 6:06 to play. First quarter. Hansen now back over to Christensen in the backcourt. Christensen dribbles around. Now crosses the center line, back over to Donovan Rognus. He's got the shot up and he nails it for three. They go low now to Skip Letchud. Skip puts up the shot. Oh, he gets it and he's fouled. What a play by Skip Letchud. How about that? The second foul on Nick Hansen. Letchud with the free throw, he gets it. Completes the three-point play, and it's a two-point Hillcrest lead. Christensen in the backcourt. Now over to Nick Hansen, back over to Christensen. Now they get it in the front court to Rognus. Vodka quickly gets on him. Now they get it to Luke Hansen. Luke tried to get it to Hansen, and Nick Hansen, and it's stripped out of his hands, and Nate Thompson comes up with it for the Trojans. Nate swings it over to Jordan Vodka. Jordan dribbles a couple of times, hits it in the corner. Pete Ross drives, puts the shot up, and he gets it. Now Luke Hansen looks to drive. Christensen's all alone for three. It's off the mark. They battle for it, and Andy Ross comes out of the pile with it. Andy gets it over to Nate Thompson, who gives it back to Andy. We're tied up at 7 with 4:46 to go first quarter. Nate Thompson now over to Vodka. Jordan, top of the key. Drives, nothing there, back to Nate Thompson. Now Nate will pull up for the jumper, and he hits it. First lead for the Trojans at 9-7. Now we're going to get a foul. I think Andy Ross is going to pick that one up just as he crossed the center line. And that will be his first, Andy Ross. First team foul as well.
First team foul.
Christensen with it now, guarded by Andy Ross. They get it over to Larson. Now Larson to Rognus. They go low. Rognus, shot blocked into the hands of Luke Hansen. Christensen pulls up, nothing there. Larson in the corner, back out to Rognus. Working that left side, back out to Luke Hansen. Dan Roush is into the game now for the Trojans, as is Ross Wigman and Tanner Rademacher. Christensen looks to drive. Pulls up for the bank shot, doesn't go. And Wigman pulls it down. He'll bring it up for the Trojans. Wigman, dish to Botker. Jordan tried to get it back into the hands of Dan Roush. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Ortonville basketball.
Please,
Substitutions in now for Hillcrest. We'll get them as we go here. Moline is in, as is number 32, Kyle Knutson. Pass comes into Tanner Rademacher. Now Andy Ross set things up. Dan Roush, left side. Bachter with it now for the Trojans. Jordan will pull up for the jumper. Oh, he hits it. It's a three-pointer for Jordan Bachter. Now I think we're going to get a timeout. We will. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Our score is Ortonville 12, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy 7. Coach Preston using a timeout here, Cal. And Luke Hansen now for Hillcrest. Over to Steve Moline. Rognitz, he's open for three, and he hits it. Boom. Wigman drives, banks it, doesn't go. They battle underneath. It comes down in the hands of Luke Hansen. Ball tipped away and stolen by Tanner Rademacher. Andy Ross back with it. Wigman, top of the key. He goes low to Tanner Rademacher. Tanner, he's going to be fouled on the floor. That one I believe is going to go on Moline. Tanner's very deceiving, Cal. You know as well as I do. He's got good leaping ability and he's strong. Dan Roush inbounds it to Andy Ross. Andy back out now to Tanner Rademacher. Swings it over right side to Jordan Bachter. Jordan over to Dan Roush. Now Hillcrest sitting in a 2-3 zone right now. Bachter over to Dan Roush. Roush drives, nothing there. Back out to Bachter. Roush back to Bachter. He's open. And in and out, no good. They battle for it. Tie up, and now they're going to get a jump ball. Andy Ross. But it's Ortonville basketball. Andy Ross got in there and tied him up. Into the game now is J.P. Stender for the Comets. Andy's got it now in the corner, back out to Dan Roush. They flick it back into the corner to Ross. Andy back out now to Dan Roush. Trojans lead by 2, 12-10 with 2.5 to play in this first quarter. Roush swings it over now to Ross. They go down low to Tanner. Back to Andy Ross. Back out to Roush. Dan Roush. Now over to Thompson. Nate, the corner to Rademacher. Tanner drive. Puts up the shot. Doesn't go. Wigman battles for it, but it comes down to Rognitz. Knocked out of his hands behind by Tanner Rademacher. Now they battle for it. Another tie-up. Going to get another jump ball. This one will go Hillcrest way. Boy, the Trojans getting their hands in there, Cal. Hillcrest will inbound it. They get it into Rognitz. Andy Ross guarding him. Rognitz with 6 points. Now flips it over now to Larson. Larson drives back to Rognitz. He's open. Short on the shot. Luke Hansen with the offensive board. Back to Rognitz. Back to Hansen. He's open. And it's no good. Rebound to Tanner Rademacher. Andy Ross pushing it up now for Ortonville. Wigman in the corner. He'll pull up for three. Count it for Ross Wigman, a three-pointer. It's a 15-10 lead for the Trojans. Moline has it now left side. Moline back out to Rognitz. He swings it over to Luke Hansen. And there's a steal by Wigman again, but he lost it into the hands of Hansen. Over to Rognitz. Boy, good job by Wigman. Just lost it. He's going to put it on the floor to dribble it. Shot put up by Hillcrest and good by Josiah Larson. 1 minute and 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. Ortonville holding a 3-point lead in the Section 5A championship game from Alexandria. Thompson over to Ross. Andy back over to Nate Thompson. Into the corner, Tanner Rademacher. Back out to Andy Ross. Thompson's open, shot up, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Larson. They push it up court, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Hillcrest basketball. Thompson got his hand on it and was able to knock it out of bounds. Boy, Coach Preston really shuffling players in and out. Levang's in. Also back in is John Christensen. Letrude, Pete Ross, and Jordan Botker are back in for the Trojans. Mullane has it now, guarded by Botker. Mullane, top of the key, swings it over now to Larson. Down in the corner, Levang, back to Christensen. Back to Levang in the corner. Christensen, right side. Now back out on top to Larson. Larson, back over now to Mullane, who's got the basketball. Now Rognus swings it over to Larson, back to Rognus from downtown, out of no good. Rebound comes down to Christensen. Rognus, he's going to put it up again, and he hits a three. And the shot at the buzzer by Botker is no good. We're tied at 15 after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, we're back with you here on KDIO and Power 106.3. Trojans will get it to start out the second quarter. Starting 5 out there for Ortonville. There's a steal by Rognus. Rognus will drive, bank it up, and he gets it. He's had a great first half. Now a little full court pressure put on by Hillcrest as they regain the lead by 2. Botker now looking down into the corner of Letrude, back out to Jordan Botker. They post it up with Pete Ross. Pete takes it in, puts the shot up, can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Nick Hansen, who's back in the game.
The Trojans want to find Nick Hansen. They posted Pete Ross up out in the first trip. Trying to draw the team foul.
Luke Hansen now back out to Christensen. Back over to Luke Hansen. Starting 5 out there for the Comets as well. Hansen, Nick over to Christensen. Back to Luke Hansen. Nice play. There's Nick Hansen. We're going to get a foul before the shot. I think Pete Ross is going to pick that foul up.
Pete didn't want that pick in front of him.
Well, actually not a bad play because they did make the layup, so they negate the basket.
He got picked off.
Wigman checks in for Pete now. Luke Hansen to inbound it. And he'll get it in now to Rognus. And Rognus is open. And he misses the shot. It comes down into the hands of Brent Rognus. Now Hansen with it. Rognus. Now we're going to get a traveling call on Donovan Rognus. Mullane comes in now for the Comets. Oh, unbelievable. Andy Ross walks it up now for Ortonville. Second quarter, 6:52 to go. Trojans down by 2, 17-15. Andy Ross with it. They swing it over. Back over to Thompson. Back out to Andy Ross. Now back to Nate. Takes a dribble. Back out now to Andy Ross. Botker has it. Jordan looks down low to Letrude. Letrude gets it up. We're going to have a foul before that. I believe number 15, Brent Rognus.
He was receiving the pass. It looked like they're going to make a 3-point play for the Trojans.
That is the 4th team foul for Hillcrest. So the Trojans will inbound it here. Andy Ross will do the honors. Gets it into Letrude, back out to Thompson. Nate in the corner to Andy Ross. Back to Nate Thompson. Inside, shot put up, no good. Rebound. Back down to the Trojans' hand. Wigman left-handed up and in. Wow, was that a play? Tied up at 17. Christensen in the corner. Back out to Luke Hansen. They swing it over to Mullane. Back to Luke Hansen. They go low to Nick Hansen. Hansen drives, banks it up too hard. They battle for it. Can have another tie-up. Now the ball's still loose. Now we get the jump ball signal. And it'll be Hillcrest basketball.
We were waiting for the whistle to blow. We couldn't tell if the ball was loose down there or what. There was 4 or 5 bodies on the floor. We didn't finally get the tie up, but it took a while.
Donovan Rognes back in here for the Comets. That's one thing you'll see with these two teams. A lot of floor burns. They're going to go after it in this game. Hansen has it now. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound. Now Thompson had it knocked out of his hands. Now they're battling again. Rognes drives, dishes underneath. Oh, it goes right through the legs of Hansen, out of bounds. Ortonville basketball. Wow, both teams with quick hands. Wow. Andy Ross in the backcourt with it now. He'll swing it back over to Nate Thompson, who will cross the center line. Back over to Andy Ross. They'll set things up. We're 9 up at 17 apiece here in the second quarter with 5.5 to play. Letrude, top of the key over to Thompson. Nate looking low, nothing there. Now back out to Andy Ross, back to Nate Thompson. Nate looked at the three, passed it up. Nate down low to Andy Ross. Another tie up down low. Oh boy. We're going to call a jump ball on that. It'll be Ortonville basketball. Boy, he had him in a headlock. Andy has it now, back out to Letrude. Skip back over to Andy Ross. Now Andy's going to dribble right back out top of the key, and he'll set things up. Bodker right side for the Trojans, down low in the corner to Letrude. Letrude, Thompson. Nate, back over to Bodker. Back over to Thompson. Into the corner, it's Andy Ross. Andy looks to drive. We're going to get a blocking foul this time. That one's going to be on Moline. That'll be his second 15 foul for the Comets.
His second personal 15 foul on the Comets.
Nate Thompson will inbound it on his own end. Andy Ross with it now for Ortonville, back to Thompson. Back to Andy Ross. They play catch. Now Nate, get it back out to Andy. They're looking to reset right now. Nate with it. Nate, back over to Bodker. Wigman in the middle, puts up the running one-hander, no good. Rebound, Andy Ross, and we're going to get another foul on Moline. That'll be number 3 on him. Andy had good position there. Cy Larson checks in now, as does Dan Roush and Pete Ross. Andy Ross now for the Trojans. He'll dribble right back out, and I'll swing it back left side to Nate Thompson. 4.5 to play. Still tied up at 17. Pete Ross with it for the Trojans. Now back to Thompson. Nate. Now we'll dribble back out. Nice pass to Roush. To Andy Ross. Andy back to Roush. To Thompson. Nate's open this time. Just off the mark. Rebound. Now we're going to get a push down low. I think we're going to get Andy Ross on that. And for Andy, that'll be his second foul. Third team foul for the Trojans. So they're sitting in pretty good shape. Larson to inbound it, and he gets it in now to Luke Hansen. There's a steal by Dan Roush. He can't control it. It goes out of bounds. Oh, boy. Oh, but they're going to say Ortonville basketball. He pointed that way, but no, it's going to be Hillcrest. Yep, he pointed the wrong way. Christensen in the backcourt now for the Comets. We'll push it up over the center line. Now back out to Rognes. Rognes pushes it to Larson. Back out to Rognes. Top of the key, Hansen. Hansen drives, running left-hander. He gets it. Hillcrest back up by 2. Dan Roush over to Andy Ross. Andy gets it in now to Thompson. Down low they go to Pete Ross. Back to Thompson. Andy Ross. Now they go low to Pete. Pete takes the shot, now puts it up and in. Larson now. Back over to Rognus. Boy, I'm surprised he didn't take that shot.
I thought he would too.
Now they go low to Nick Hansen. Hansen, back out on top, it's Larson. Swings it over to Rognus. Rognus looks to drive. Pulls up on Nate Thompson, puts the shot up short. Thompson comes down with the rebound. 2:52 to play in the first half. We're tied up at 19. Boy, this has been a great basketball game. Dan Roush back out to Nate Thompson. There it's knocked out of Nate's hand, but he recovers it, swings it over to Andy Ross. Down low to Wigman. Wigman back to Andy Ross. Swings it over to Thompson. Now they work the left side. Dan Roush back out on top. They go to Thompson. Boy, they got to throw that lobbing high pass. Roush with the shot. In and out. Rebound comes down to Christensen.
Other shot that looked like it was under the rim.
Now Rognus brings it up. It's Donovan Rognus with it. Larson, now they go low. Oh, they're going to get Wigman with the foul from behind. That'll be his first and the fourth team foul for the Trojans.
First personal charge for Ross Wigman. Fourth team foul.
Absolutely. Luke Hansen will inbound it here for Hillcrest. Lobs it way out on top to Christensen. Christensen guarded by Andy Ross. Now we got Nate almost with a steal. Hansen recovers, and then he throws it out of bounds. He was intending to throw it to Larson, and Larson just watched it go right in front of him out of bounds. Yep, Dan Roush now gets it to Andy Ross. 1:52 to play in the first half. What a quick first half this has been. Tanner Rademacher's into the game now with it. Over to Pete Ross. Pete back out to Andy. Andy looking, now finds Tanner. Tanner over to Dan Roush. Christensen on him. Now Dan looks to drive, pulls up for the shot. And he hits it. Dan Roush with a big shot. His first two of the night. The Trojans up by 2. Larson now with it for Hillcrest. Christensen will give it over to Luke Hansen. There's a shot put up by Hillcrest. Can't get it to go. Another bad shot. And Pete Ross pulls down the board. Hillcrest had 2 good looks, but it looked like both times it might have fell out of their hands as they were going to the hoop. Now Nate Thompson gets it to Pete Ross. Pete pulls up, and he's going to be hammered. Kyle Knudsen. Well, he's just, I've been surprised there, Coach Preston shuffling as many players in as he has already. And I don't remember him doing that much yesterday. So Pete Ross will go to the free throw line. Pete has 6 points so far in the night. Looking to up the Trojan lead here. Free throw is good. Now last night, Pete struggled at the free throw line, and we commented after the one time where he was really upset with himself, and you can tell that he's been at the line a little bit practicing.
Just from last night to tonight, he spent some time too.
That one rims in and out. First miss at the free throw line. Now we're going to get a traveling call on Hillcrest. So with 58 seconds to go, the Trojans with a 3-point lead. There's a pass inside. Pete Ross gets it up and in. Hillcrest breaks the press. Larson has it in the left corner now. Back out on top, it's Luke Hansen. Long shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Tanner Rademacher. Now Andy Ross pushing it up for the Trojans. Tried to dish it down low, and it's stolen by Hillcrest. Now they push it up court. Donovan Rognus. He'll pull up here with 27 seconds to go. Dishes it in the corner to Larson. He'll put up the shot, and he hits it. And that's a 3-pointer for Josiah Larson. And it's a 2-point Trojan lead. 13 seconds. Trojans will try to play for the last shot here. Back with it now, back out to Andy Ross. 7 seconds to go. They got to move. Thompson with it. Thompson puts up a running shot. Doesn't go. Rebound Hillcrest, and that'll complete the first half of play. What a first half. It's Ortonville 24. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy 22. Our halftime show in 3 minutes. This should be a heck of a second half. Getting the ball first will be the Comets of Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, trailing by 2. We're going to get it on right now, and it's the second half underway. Luke Hansen for the Comets has it. He'll cross the center line and set things up for Hillcrest. Get it to Nick Hansen. Hansen back out now to Christensen, over to Luke Hansen. There's Nick Hansen, layup up and in, just like that. 2 points, Hillcrest. Boy, starting out the second half just like they started out the game. Tied up at 24. Andy Ross dribbles down the right side now for the Trojans. Andy looking, now gets brother Pete. Pete guarded by Larson. Larson starting the second half here for the Comets. Into the corner, Skip Letchard, back to Andy Ross. He drives, dish to Letchard. Nice pass to Pete Ross, up and in. Hansen, Nick has it now for Hillcrest, back out to Luke. Hansen over now to Christensen. Christensen dribbles, back out near the top of the key. Now swings it over to Larson. Larson back to Luke Hansen. Hansen to Rognus. Donovan Rognus inside to Hansen. Now he dishes off to Larson. Shot up and in and out. Battle underneath, and it goes out of bounds. And it'll be Ortonville basketball. It might be. I tell you, that's unbelievable.
Keep an eye on that.
Trojans with it now. Nate Thompson, left side. He gives it over to Letchard. Skip over to Pete Ross. Back to Letchard. Now to Nate Thompson. Back over to Jordan Botker. Botker back out on top. Andy Ross. Jordan with it. Goes down low to Pete Ross. Pete drive. Pulls up for the jump shot. Short. Rebound. Tie up. And this one should be Ortonville basketball. And it is. Skip Letchard tied him up. Josiah Larson. And Ortonville will inbound it under their own hoop. 6:14 to go, third quarter. Ortonville 26, Hillcrest 24. Inbounded to Nate Thompson. Now Nate brings it out top of the key. Christensen on him. Botker with it now. And Jordan looks to drive. Oh, nice play. Can't get it to go. Good. And there's a steal by Andy Ross. Nice play. Letchard back to Andy. Little break here for the Trojans. Andy now pushes it off to Botker. Jordan pulls up for the jump shot. It's short. Rebound. Finaled around, and Rognus comes down with it. Boy, Jordan just can't seem to get out of that slump. Boy, that's too bad. Back out on top, Christensen. Christensen now, guarded by Andy Ross. Over to Nick Hansen. Back out to Luke Hansen. Swing it over to Larson. Back out to Luke Hansen. Christensen now, left side for Hillcrest. With it, it's Rognus. Nick Hansen now, back to Christensen. And we're going to get a pushing foul now on the Trojans. Boy, kind of a late call there. For Andy Ross, that'll be his third foul. So we'll have to keep an eye on that one. Now with it is Rognus over on the right side. 5 minutes to play now in the third quarter. Trojans lead by 2, 26-24. Luke Hansen's going to reset things here for the Comets. Botker on him. Gets it to Nick Hansen. Left side back out to Rognus. Left down low, nothing there. Now Hansen has it to Hansen. Nick Hansen pulls up, shot, bounces around, short, gets his own rebound, banks it up, and he gets that one to go. That's 8 for Nick Hansen. Now Wigman drives, left-handed shot is blocked, and it comes down in the hands of Larson, and the Comets have an opportunity to take the lead. with 4:24 to play, third quarter. There's Nick Hansen, pull-up shot, no good. Wigman with the rebound. That one was way off the mark. Tanner Rademacher brings it up now for the Trojans. He'll swing it over to Andy Ross. Now Andy drives. Andy puts it up, he gets it, and he's fouled. Three-point play coming up.
Good physical play by Andy. He put the ball hard down the baseline. Not only did he have the defender guarding him to do
Now is there number 33, Josiah Larson, his second, first team
a
foul.
lot of contact and still muscle the ball in the basket.
Well, Brent Rognus checks in, as does Steve McLean. Larson goes out, as does Donovan Rognus. So Andy Ross will go to the free throw line to try and complete the three-point play. First 2 points of the night for Andy. Free throw attempt is good, and he gets the three-point play and a three-point lead for the Trojans. 26-29, or 29-26 Trojans lead with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now we're going to get a blocking foul on Nate Thompson. Nate's hurt. Nate stood there to take the charge, and he hit his head on the court. Nate's going to stay in the game. Donovan Rognus checks back in for Luke Christensen, or John Christensen. Yeah. Just had to kind of do the old neck thing, you know, and just shake the webs out. Rognus pulls up for the jumper, way short, but there's Luke Hansen with the follow-up up and in. Bodker with it now for the Trojans. Jordan has it stolen out of his hands. Now it's battled around and Nate Thompson picks it up. Now Nate took another shot to the mouth here. And Nate's gonna...
He's going right to the locker room, and he was either bleeding in the mouth or possibly broke off a tooth.
Well, he had that happen in Wheaton, and that might have happened again. Yep, Dan Roush will check in for Nate Thompson. When you think about it, that is pretty painful. They go low to Pete Ross. Pete loses it off the leg of Nick Hansen, out of bounds. It'll be Ortonville basketball. 3:20 to play, 29-28. Ortonville with a 1-point lead. It hasn't been more than 3 throughout this game. Now we're going to get a foul on Moline, and that'll be number 4 on him.
You got to wonder, Mike, he's also seeing his first action in the second half. Comes on the floor with 3 goals.
Well, we'll do it again here. Andy Ross gets it in now to Tanner Rademacher. Back out to Jordan Bodker. Bodker, guarded by Rognus. Back over to Andy Ross. Now Andy swings it over to Dan Roush. Dan back out to Bodker. Jordan looks to drive. Nice pass underneath. Rademacher up and in. Trojans back up by 3. You got Brent Rognus back to Luke Hansen. Now they go to Nick Hansen. Quickly double team. Back to Luke. He pulls up. Oh, now we get a lot of bodies flowing around. It's into the hand of Donovan Rognus. Christensen is open. Shot no good. Pete Ross with the rebound. And I think Pete looked like he might have took one to the face because he was rubbing his eyes. Pete's got it down in the corner now for Ortonville. Knocked out of his hands by Nick Hansen. What a steal. Now Christensen has it. He'll push it up for Hillcrest. Swings it over now to Luke Hansen to Nick Hansen. His shot up and in. Pete's got it now for the Trojans down the left corner. Back out to brother Andy, who swings it to Bodker, top of the key. They go low to Pete. Pete, turnaround shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Hillcrest. Quickly double teamed in the backcourt. Now Luke Hansen will bring it up. Chance to take the lead for Hillcrest, trailing by 1. Christensen has it. Christensen looks to drive. Dishes it back to Luke Hansen. They go to Nick. Bank shot up, no good. Now Tanner Rademacher comes out of the pile with it. Pushes it up court. Bachler's going to come down with it. We're going to get the foul on Luke Hansen. His first of the night. Number 30, that's Jade Stender ready to check in, as is number 33, Josiah Larson. Thompson's back into the game now for Ortonville as well. Wigman, turnaround. Oh, they're going to get him for a travel. Yep. Now with the Christensen, he struggles with it. And a travel. They got a travel on that one, though. Oh, these guys are so quick. They take that ball and take a little hop skip, and if you blink, you missed it. Unbelievable.
Both teams, this is also going to be a test of which team can keep their composure with that. Very physical game, very quick basketball player.
Andy Ross nearly has it stolen. Now we're going to get a foul. I think Hansen might pick that one up again. We'll see. Well, the foul's going to be on number 33, Josiah Larson, his second. Check that. That's his third personal. Well, missed one along the way. Tanner with it now for the Trojans to Dan Rouse. They'll give it off now to Andy Ross. Brings it over to Nate Thompson. Nate now looks to drive. Back out on top to Andy Ross. Trojans lead at 31-30. 48 seconds to play in the third quarter. Now Roush looks to drive. Dishes it to Tanner Rademacher. Good position up and in for Tanner. Oh, he's got it. He loves it. 33 seconds to go, and it's a 3-point lead for the Trojans. Luke Hansen right side now for Hillcrest. Donovan Rognes top of the key. He's had a quiet third quarter. Larson will put up the long shot. Off the mark. Thompson with the rebound. And Nate gives it off to Andy Ross.
1 or 2 sets of hands after every time they put out a rebound.
Now the Trojans will play for the final shot here of the quarter. Andy Ross drives with 8 seconds. Dishes it now to Tanner. He's going to get a traveling call on him. Nope. Going to get a foul called on the baseline. That's going to be the 15th foul. And Larson will pick that up, and now he's got 4 fouls. So he and Moline both off the bench with 4 fouls. They inbound it to Thompson. Quick shot. And he hits it. Nate Thompson. And Hillcrest won't get a shot off. 3 quarters. We'll take a 1-minute break back at Alexandria after 1 minute. All right, Hillcrest will get the ball first here in the fourth quarter. One team goes home, the other team goes to the state basketball tournament. Trojans up by 5. They lob it into Brent Rognes, and he gets it to go. His first points of the night. With it now, gets it to Pete. Now we're going to get a foul on Brent Rognes. That'll be his second foul. And that'll be the 16th foul, and that's big because the Trojans right now with a 3-point lead. The next foul for Hillcrest, and the Trojans shoot free throws. And Ortonville with just 2 fouls.
Ortonville's going to shoot a bonus the rest of the basketball game, just about the entire fourth quarter.
Now they get it into Andy Ross, and Andy drives, and he'll put it up, and he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2. That'll be on Brent Rognes, and he's got 3. I think Andy didn't realize how much room he had.
Pass the ball. There was nobody there, Mike, so he just took it to the hole.
Andy Ross with the
One dribble before there was two guys there, but good head fake, got people in the air, now he's shooting free throws.
First free throw is good. Andy with 4 points tonight. 36-32, Trojans with the lead with 7.5 minutes to play. Second free throw is also good for Andy Ross. And it's a 5-point Trojan lead, 37-32. Pressure in the backcourt by the Trojans. Christensen gets it back to Hansen. Now they get it to Donovan Rognus over to Nick Hansen. Back to Luke, he'll set it up here for Hillcrest. Luke Hansen back over now to John Christensen. Christensen back out to Donovan Rognus. Nick Hansen down low to Christensen. Back to Rognus. Back out on top, Luke Hansen. Hansen started by Botker. Now gets it over to Donovan Rognus. Right side now they work it with Christensen. Back out to Rognus. Trojans with that man-to-man defense. Christensen with it now. Looks to pull up, nothing there. Side, pushes it to Luke Hansen. Hansen down low. And it's knocked out of the hands, out of bounds. I think it's Ortonville basketball. You bet. We'll take a break. 30 seconds. Back with more basketball from Alexandria. Play in this basketball game. Ortonville with the lead, 37-32. The winner will play Tuesday night at 8 o'clock, Brainerd High School, quarterfinals of the state basketball tournament against Ely, Minnesota, representative from Section 7A. Andy Ross with it now for the Trojans. He'll dribble over the left side. Luke Hansen guarding him. Botker now dribbled. Back off to Andy Ross. Andy drives. Gets it back out to Jordan Botker. Botker back out to Nate Thompson. Looking now for Ortonville, he'll work the right side. Nate looking inside, nothing there. Now gets it to Pete Ross. Pete. Get it back out on top now to Nate Thompson. Trojan team very patient right here. Now Andy Ross directing traffic. Andy's looking to drive. Nothing there. Let's move with it. Back to Andy Ross. Andy over to Botkin. Pulls up for the jumper. Bounces around, doesn't go. Letchrude offensive rebound. Good play by Skip. Now Jordan drives, puts up a bank shot, no good. They battle for it, and it comes down the hands of Nick Hansen. He pushes it up to Luke. Luke Hansen stops, nothing there. Oh, and Rognus, it falls into his hands, and he puts it up and in. Pete Ross left corner, back out to Andy Ross. 37-34, Trojans 3-point lead. Nate Thompson for the Trojans. Dribble it over on the right side. Now Pete with it at the free throw line. Pete, and tried to get it in the hands of Letchrude. Off of Skip's hands, out of bounds. Hillcrest basketball. Wigman and Tanner Rademacher into the game now, and Letchrude and Pete Ross will go off the field. Backcourt now, it's Christensen back over to Luke Hansen. Hansen pushes it up to Nick Hansen. Nick loses it, out of bounds. That's going to stay Hillcrest basketball. It went off Ross Wigman's shirt top. It'll stay Hillcrest basketball. Checking in now, number 32, Kyle Knutson. He comes in for Donovan Rognus. Also into the game is number 33, Josiah Larson for Hillcrest. Oh, he hasn't, Cal. You're absolutely right. Christensen drives all the way, lays it up and in. Beautiful play by John Christensen. And all of a sudden, it's just a 1-point Trojan lead with 4.5 minutes to go in the basketball game. Andy Ross now over to Tanner Rademacher in the corner. Tanner will pull up for the shot. In and out. Rebound comes down into the hands of Kyle Knutson. And Hillcrest with an opportunity to take the lead. Nick Hansen with it now. Over to Luke. Back over to John Christensen. Christensen. Back out to Luke Hansen. Larson with it now. They get it inside to Nick Hansen. Shot blocked. Oh, we're going to get a foul before that. That's going to be on Tanner Rademacher, his first. Wow. Hansen's free throw is good. And that is the first free throw tonight for Hillcrest. Yeah, first free throw tonight for Hillcrest. Absolutely. We're tied up at 37. Now we're going to get a timeout. Coach Kirkaby's going to use a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back with more basketball on Power 106.3 and 1350 KDIO. In this basketball game, it's all tied up at 37. Nick Hansen at the free throw line. He's got 11 points on the night. Second free throw coming up. And that one's also good. And Hillcrest has retained the lead by 1 point, 38-37. Andy Ross with it now for the Trojans. Over to Jordan Boxer. Boxer over to Nate Thompson. Thompson to Andy Ross. Yep. Andy over to Nate. Nate back to Jordan Boxer. Boxer to Andy Ross. Andy over to Brother Pete. Pete now in the corner to Tanner Rademacher. Tanner back out to Andy Ross. Now Pete in the corner, guarded by Nick Hansen. Back out to Andy Ross. Back to Pete, back to Andy. Andy puts up the shot, no good. Rebound, Donovan Rodnison. He went high to get that one. A little confidence booster here for Hillcrest, leading by 1. Luke Hansen now over to Christensen, over to Rognes. Back over now to Knutson. Kyle Knutson will drive. Tanner cuts him off. Back out there with it to Christensen. 2:44 to go in the basketball game. They go low to Nick Hansen. Back out to Luke Hansen. They go back in. Now it's knocked out of his hand. Ball nearly stolen by Andy Ross. Oh, now backdoor Knutson up and in. Hillcrest up by 3 with 2:23 to play. There's Boxer driving, puts up a wild shot, and it comes down into the hands of Nick Hansen. All alone, Knutson, other end, up and in. We'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll be back. Trojans have been held to 2 points in this fourth quarter, both from Andy Ross at the free throw line. Looking now for the Trojans to Nate Thompson. Oh, and it goes right through Boxer's hands, out of bounds, and it's Hillcrest basketball. Wow, has this been a turnaround in this fourth quarter? Luke Hansen now, I guarantee you, will be patient on offense now, trying to eat that clock. Now the sad thing is the Trojans with just 3 team fouls, Cal. They're going to have to start fouling if they want to get the ball back.
Pretty soon because they got 3 fouls to give before the bonus situation even starts.
Rognes now. Now we're going to get a foul on Pete Ross. That'll be his second. Luke Hansen will inbound it here for Hillcrest. Gets it into Moline. Tanner Rademacher all over him. A minute 27 to play in the basketball game. Now Nate Thompson is going to foul Rognus. That'll be the second foul on Nate. Moline will inbound it here for Hillcrest. They get it in and Dan Roush quickly fouls. That'll be his first. That should be the 16th foul. Yep. Now it's going to be free throws for the next minute and a half. Both teams in the bonus. Now they get it tipped into the hands of Nick Hansen. Now Luke Hansen has it over to Rognus, and Tanner Rademacher quickly fouls him. Second foul on Tanner. The Ortonville crowd is absolutely in shock. I am amazed. They are just unbelievable. Timeout on the court. We'll be back in 30 seconds. To advance Tuesday night to Brainerd, Minnesota, where they will tango with Ely, the Section 7A champion. And right now, the ball's in the Hillcrest court. They lead it by 5, 42-37. And Donovan Rognus is going to go to the free throw line. Throw, bounces in. 6-point lead now for the Comets. Second free throw is also good. It's a 7-point lead for Hillcrest. Andy Ross pushes it up for the Trojans. Thompson with it. Nate back over to Andy Ross into the corner. Pete Ross. Now Pete looks to drive. Pete puts up a shot. They're going to get a foul. Pete will get 2 here. That's his third foul. Pete Ross to the free throw line. Pete, the leading scorer for the Trojans tonight with 11. Free throw is good. 3 points in this fourth quarter for the Trojans, and all 3 from the free throw line. Makes it a 6-point lead, 44-38 for Hillcrest. Second free throw is also good. They'll put the full court pressure on here, and they'll foul right away. Dan Roush will pick the foul up.
I tell you, Mike, this Ortonville crowd, I've never seen them fight like this. There's not a person standing.
Done. So Christensen will go to the free throw line. He's got 2 points tonight. His first free throw is good. 5 of 5 from the free throw line, Hillcrest in the second half. Second free throw is off the mark, and Hansen with the rebound to tie up, and it will be Ortonville basketball. Boy, that's big. 6-point lead, 45-39. And the Trojans are going to have to throw up some long ones.
We're going to be looking at the 3 ball here real soon. Still a 2 possession game. You have to see the 3 with the free throw.
Rademacher drive, puts up a shot, gets it to go. Now in the backcourt, tie up. Oh, we're going to get a foul on Andy Ross. That's the 4th foul. I'll tell you what, in a game like this, I don't think an official even wants to even try tee here because, yep. 45-41. Ortonville's down by 4 points. Free throw line, shot good by Nick Hansen. Now Ross Wigman will check into the game for Pete Ross. Second shot is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Wigman. 5-point lead. Andy Ross for the Trojans. In the corner, Boxer. Back out to Andy Ross. 43 seconds to go. Nate Thompson. Back to Jordan Boxer. They go down low to Tanner Rademacher. Forces away in for the shot. And he makes it. It's a 3-point lead. And Ortonville's going to get a quick timeout here.
They really battled to get back this close. After taking the basketball inside both possessions. Now we got a 3-point lead.
We'll be back in 30 seconds. Ortonville 43. The Trojans will put on the full court press. And they have got everybody in the front court. Hansen with it now. He'll inbound it to Rognes. Jordan Bochner is going to pick up the quick foul. That's the first foul for Jordan tonight. And Rognes will go the other way to shoot free throws. He's got 15 points tonight. He had 11 of those in the first half. He is 2 for 2. Free throw, no good. Now we've got the second free throw coming out. Now Andy Ross will go back in for the Trojans. 33 seconds to play in the game. A 3-point Hillcrest lead. Wagner's second shot is good. The lead is back to 4. Andy Ross over to Thompson. Thompson back to Andy Ross. 26 seconds to play. Andy drives. Tries to get it down low. It goes off Foster's hands out of bounds. It's Hillcrest basketball. Nick Hansen to inbound it here for Hillcrest. Oh, if Jordan would have been seeing that, he could have had a pick. Oh, boy, that would have been big. He had his back to the basket. He quick picked up the foul. 21 seconds to play. It's 47-43 in favor of Hillcrest. And Luke Hansen will go to the free throw line. Oh, big free throw. He hits it. Andy Ross will check in now for the Trojans again. Hansen's free throw is off the mark. Tanner Rademacher with the rebound, and he'll bring it up. Tanner back over to Andy Ross. Andy from way downtown. Bakes it in for 3 with 12 seconds. Oh, we got a timeout. They did get a timeout. Oh, man, he was way in downtown country. Unbelievable. 11 seconds to play. Hillcrest will inbound, and it's 48-46.
1 second discrepancy, they wouldn't put back on the clock. If it was any more than that, and you knew the clock ran longer than it should have, they would put that back on.
All right, referees are in place. The players are too. Nick Hansen will inbound it. He works the court, and he'll call a timeout. So Hillcrest will use a timeout.
Another situation that might for Hillcrest took the ball in the hands of our fairness basketball player. He was going to get a good wide open pass to somebody who was using the
Absolutely. A 2-point basketball game. Hillcrest leading at 48-46. Boy, has this been some fourth quarter. we've expected a good game, and that's exactly what we got. Andy Ross, man, did he put up a long three. That was behind the NBA line, for goodness sakes. And he banked it in, of all things. And it's so loud in here, I didn't hear if he yelled bank. Yeah. Hansen to inbound it. Hansen gets it into Rognus, and they're quickly over to foul him. Botcher with the foul. And that's 3 on Jordan. Absolutely. 2-point lead for Hillcrest and 2 shots for Donovan Rognus. His first free throw is good. One of 5 seniors on the team, Donovan Rognus. And he hits them both. Andy Ross up court. Goes out of bounds. Wow. Luke Hansen. Andy Ross's free throw is off the mark. Wigman with the rebound, puts it up and in. Well, they got a foul, and they do.
2 seconds left.
It is 50-48. And Steve Moline will go to the free throw line with a chance to ice this game. Moline's free throw is no good. Next free throw for Moline coming up. And that one goes out. Rademacher with it. Long shot by Andy Ross. This game's over. Hillcrest Lutheran Academy has upset the Ortonville Trojans 50-48 from Alexandria, Minnesota. Oh, wow. You got that one, Rick. We'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll be back from Alexandria High School.